Yeah, it's been a lot. There's a lot of effort put into it, but um, genuinely working with you guys was a big shortcut. If you want to reclaim your time, and time is money, you're going to be in a much better place 3 months from now, leveraging you guys versus trying to just do it all on your own. I mean, it's just a no brainer. Get experts. Like at a certain point, you need specialists, um, and you know, there's no pride in trying to do everything in house. If you want to scale, you're going to have to bring in specialists, and whether you hire them as an employee or a contractor, doesn't matter. You need to get these certain things dialed to be able to keep increasing the value that you provide to the market.
Everybody, what is up? We got Alex Tenorio in the house, one half of Staxx. Alex, give us a little intro on you, and then we'll dive right in.
All right, yeah, good to be here, fellas. My name is Alex Tenorio, owner of Staxx. We are a CFO accounting firm that handles accounting, tax, um, automations from the financial perspective, and really just kind of that strategic partner, um, so to speak, to effectively make sense of all the numbers, find areas for improvement, reverse engineer goals, and be that accounting and finance partner for you as a founder, CEO, business owner, whatever the case might be. And yeah, we've been working with you guys now for basically about 6 months, 6 months or so, and
Yeah, it's
um,
been a while.
yeah, and effectively been growing alongside with us as we've beefed up our offer, streamlined a lot of our internal processes, and ultimately increasing the quality of our fulfillment for our clients, which has been a huge value added benefit that you guys were able to provide for us.
Awesome. So speak to what your systems were like before you brought us on, and some of the struggles that you were having it back then.
Yeah. So I was running Staxx. My business partner Dylan, who was running essentially his own accounting firm, um, both of us were running things separately. We found it, realistically, we were like, okay, let's actually join forces. There was a lot of complementary skill sets. It just made sense for a variety of reasons. But um, we had a few. I had a few staff working to fulfill some of the work, but our internal like operations was uh, it was difficult because of the complexities of our offer and the things that we do, whether it's like sales tax, accounting, tying in a lot of software, um, planning for taxes. There's a lot of components to providing not only just bookkeeping, but realistically like CFO level services. And all those things really weren't fully mapped out, and we really needed to make sure that um, there was a time and place for everything. Our internal staff had deadlines, deliverables, everything was in a project management system. So before, you know, there really wasn't a method to the madness, and it was just kind of chaos. And I realized like if we're going to grow, obviously we need to start acting like a real business and really get things polished up. The same one for Dylan. I think Dylan previously was working with a previous like Airtable build out, and when we came together and started working with you guys, it was helpful that he did have somewhat of a solution in place, and it got him to a certain point. It was kind of a means to an end, but um, being able to kind of take that as a foundation and really work hand in hand with you guys for what we had in place as a foundation, was helpful. But you guys really helped take it a step further and um, really drill down what exactly the components, the tasks that roll up into each client's fulfillment and scope were, and build out custom solutions in various ways. I mean, there's a lot of nuance to what we do, and you guys were able to, just really be there to internalize it, understand the business, and provide solutions in a very quick, sprint type, um, you know, period of time, so that we can get things operational and keep growing and being able to facilitate that growth at the standard of quality of fulfillment that we wanted to bring to clients. So, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot in place, but I would say over the last 6 months, it's been a huge help for us to be able to just have the clarity we need, have our team know exactly what they need to do, when they need to do it, and even bringing forth like quality for the fulfillment to clients, whether it's like customized reminders for existing clients to do X, Y, and Z that happen in some specific cadence for what we're doing for them. Being able to do that and just make it easier for clients to get us information if needed, or vice versa, was definitely a big help to where effectively Dylan and I can basically focus on growing the business and not be working so much inside of it. So yeah, I mean, across the board, it's been a significant win for us. And I would say, like, just having the peace of mind is was it's been very beneficial for me because I am managing more of the operations side, and Dylan focuses more so on the sales side. But I mean, easily reclaimed a good 20 to 30 hours a week in my mind in terms of
Wow.
what you guys were able to help get us put in place and translate all that stuff over to our team and our clients.
Yeah, I got to follow up there for so back in the day when we initially connected, yeah, it was like last year sometime, right? Was there any hesitation or like what was it that made you reach out to us specifically? So I mean, we're neither Tony or I are finance guys. Like I've never been a CFO, so there's a lot of times when people could worry about, well, like are these guys really going to be, or their process really going to be able to understand what we do specifically, or like how it works. Sometimes people are a little bit worried about like bringing in an outside vendor for whatever reason, hesitations, whatever. Like was there anything that you were worried about initially, and like what was your decision making process when you first decided like, okay, OpsKings is the team for us?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was the built-in success that you've already had with clients that we either have as clients of our own or that we just knew mutually. I mean, obviously, the fact that we've been able to meet up in person at the client ascension event
Oh yeah,
8 months ago was a big help.
yeah.
We got to know each other. I mean, um, you know, so the social proof there for sure. Like, we know you guys do great work. We needed a solution, and for us, it was, you know, we ha- once you start really growing a business and start thinking about things, you're not looking at this through the lens of like a daily thing. You're looking quarters out, years out, and reverse engineering kind of what the vision is for your company and what you're trying to do. And you just simply can't get there if you don't have if you're not running your business efficiently. And for us, we knew we needed to solve that issue because we hit a good amount of growth, and the last thing that we wanted was a break in terms of like our reputation or our fulfillment quality. And we needed to essentially level up and just patch a lot of these holes that weren't necessarily negatives. It was just we're looking forward at the growth that we're looking to bring in, and we simply can't grow and make more money if we don't put these things into place. And so you guys were really critical in just like getting a full scope project management system in place, customized. We've been working with Steven, one of your devs, and he's been fantastic. I mean, we meet weekly, and he's very responsive and intuitive in terms of knowing like what we need. And it's not always easy, like that's one of the things that separates us. I think that is great that you guys do is it's not like you're just doing your work for some online business, some email marketing agency. You guys are actually able to facilitate and support and deliver for all different types of companies, because at the end of the day, every type of company needs to have their operations in place, and you guys were able to do this for us with a not so simple set of deliverables, and do it well. And so that was, for us, we were looking at growth. We're looking at what we need to do to reverse engineer our goals. And I think just knowing you guys and knowing the success that you've had with working with other clients, it was just kind of a no-brainer for us.
Yeah, awesome. Tony, you got any? I got another couple follow up, but I'll let you jump in there.
My question basically is, a lot of our clients have concerns on, our systems maybe aren't so dialed in. We can't bring on an outside partner to help us out. You and Dylan merged in the middle of this process. So how was the entire experience of, taking his processes, taking your processes, and then turning that into one cohesive unit?
Yeah, I would say two things. I mean, one, it's just like if you need to hire, I'll take the example of us as an accounting firm. You need to hire another accountant. The universe isn't just going to drop the perfect accountant in your lap for you to hire when you ultimately need it. You got to start being able to plan ahead and start these processes before it becomes too late, So you don't want to try to think about this in terms of like, oh, I'll just do it when I need it. It's like, you will need it. And for us, it was good for us to know that we need to plan ahead and bring on the talent that we need, because we know that this is ultimately going to be something that is needed, and we don't want to experience some growth or bring in a client or two or whatever the case might be, and then be behind and then have to play catch up trying to get that solution mapped out and finalized and all that good stuff. So we knew that this was something that was going to be a requirement for us. And it's I think too often people think about doing things and ultimately end up doing them too late, and your growth surpasses that, and then your fulfillment starts to slide, and you just don't want to end up causing further issues. And then the other side of that is, for us, Dylan and I we merged together, and it was it was a lot because we've got different softwares, we've got different clients, we got to transition over access to like banking portals, access to different platforms, softwares, and merge our onboarding processes and our sales processes and our existing operating processes that Dylan and I both had separately. So being able to leverage the experience of you guys and to, it's just really difficult to find somebody that can absorb all of that knowledge, especially for a type of business that isn't, either cookie cutter or just a super simple type of business. You guys were able to do that, understand the needs, understand our components of our service across the board, understand how our internal operations are currently going, how our operations are, what's the word? I'm blanking here.
The current state of your operation. I don't know.
Current state of our operation.
We're finance and systems people. We don't do words here. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So the current state of our operations, you guys were able to understand where those were at, and effectively not only just help map out the existing processes that need to be patched, but also look ahead to help streamline that going forward. And having a partner that's able to do that is very valuable. And I think, regardless, any business is going to need to manage their operations seamlessly, because without it, you will sacrifice your quality for the deliverables you're providing clients. You're going to add more fires and more time to your plate that becomes unnecessary. And so there's a very simple argument to be made that because of you guys, you were able to translate additional value, additional time saved, and effectively more money back in your pocket, because the value of your offer increases, your time has a value to it, and that's just time and money back in your pocket. And it just, it's been a no-brainer, and I look forward to all the great things that we're going to continue to streamline with you guys going forward.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, you guys have got a great reputation as well, right? So we always, like, our clients they're just winners because they have so many leads, so many testimonials that they now have an operational problem, right? And so what's really cool for me to see is like where you guys have come from, or from whatever, like September, October, whenever, whatever it was, to now, and then what you're going to continue to do in like 6 to 12 to 18 months in the future. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's been a lot. There's a lot of effort put into it, but genuinely working with you guys was a big shortcut. If you want to reclaim your time, and time is money, you're going to be in a much better place 3 months from now, leveraging you guys versus trying to just do it all on your own. I mean, it's just a no brainer. Get experts. Like at a certain point, you need specialists, and you know, there's no pride in trying to do everything in house. If you want to scale, you're going to have to bring in specialists, and whether you hire them as an employee or a contractor, doesn't matter. You need to get these certain things dialed to be able to keep increasing the value that you provide to the market.
Love it. Love it. I got final question. What was the capacity of the accounts you were managing when we started, and what is the number of accounts you're managing now?
So we are, I would say, I think we were about 15 clients or so when we first started, and now we're approaching 35. So I mean,
Oh, shit.
it's
A little more
growing.
double.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
We've
Yeah.
So couldn't have done that without you guys.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Actually,
Ryan,
I was going to ask, I do have one final question. I'm going to ask all the fun stuff, right? So, Alex, was there, people have probably an idea of what finance bros do and how your business works, but there's a couple specific things that we've done for you that I know translate to other people, and other people have mentioned the same things as their favorite automations. But what are some of the key automations or key systems, like the specific deliverables that we've done for you that you've really appreciated the most?
Yeah. Our CRM, and I don't even think I mentioned that previously, but you guys built a custom CRM for us. Dylan has been, loving it. We, shortly after you guys completed it, we experienced we had like over 40 something calls of interested clients just in April alone. And without having a concrete solution in place for the CRM, it would have just basically been chaos. And Dylan really loves it. I really love it. It's been a huge help. So that's one. I would say two, our ability to have the different cadences recurring for the tasks that need to be done in Airtable. There's a lot of customization there. So, push notifications to Slack. I mean, I think one of them for sure that we've really enjoyed is being able to just mark something with an emoji, and it just creates a ad hoc, like manual task that integrates back to Airtable, so that we can put that on our existing tasks that need to be done for a particular team member, so that it doesn't get lost in the black hole that is Slack, because that happens quite a bit. And mapping out all the channels that we have for our clients, both externally and internally, being able to facilitate automatic Slack notifications and add those manual tasks, and also provide reminders, is definitely been something that we've enjoyed and really like doing. Let's see. I mean, you guys have done a lot. I would say getting the the kickoff form that we have definitely like helped streamline our onboarding for sure. That was something that we appreciated, because there's, at any point in time, there could be 6 to 10 things that are separate deliverables within our scope that could apply or might not apply to a new client. So being able to have a very, very streamlined and simple onboarding kickoff form that basically populates that new client in our Airtable, what we're doing, who's doing it, when, effectively takes us now 30 seconds, which previously took us, even if we did it properly, could have taken us 30 minutes plus just to like get everything mapped in ourselves. So that was something that definitely improved our ability to just like effectively keep track of everything from day one, and be able to just stay on offense and get ahead of some of these deliverables, and shrinking the onboarding process, by a factor of 2 or 3. So that's definitely been another thing that we've really appreciated.
Awesome. Love it. No further questions from me.
Yeah, if people are on the edge or thinking about working with us, anything you would say to them?
Do it. I mean, it's a no-brainer. If you want to grow, like actually, if you're trying to grow and if you want to run a legitimate business, at a certain point, it's fun in the beginning, but shit gets real really quick, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of clients when you start actually making some real money, whether it's 30,000, 50K a month, whatever the case is. Um, at a certain point, this has to get done, and it's only going to serve as an investment in being able to scale predictably and also just provide added value to your clients. It's not just some sunk cost, it's an investment in yourself and your clients as a whole. So, I couldn't recommend you guys further. I really appreciate all the great stuff we've been able to accomplish together, and I just look forward to building on it. So, no brainer for
Love
me.
it.
Sweet.
Alex,
Thanks, Alex.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
Grazie
it for your
mille.
time.